Foul on Sophie Cunningham. That is her first team second. Coming in for Phoenix number 14, DeWanna Bonner.
We're pouring one out for the career of DeWanna Bonner. Pouring one out for the career of DeWanna Bonner. Because she is what?
The Indiana Fever faced off against the Phoenix Mercury in what was expected to be a routine regular season matchup, but it turned out to be anything but ordinary. This game quickly became one of the most thrilling and dramatic contests of the entire season,
with DeWanna Bonner getting booed as soon as she entered the game. Shout out to all the fans in the building that were like, you know what? You did this organization dirty. You did the fans dirty. You did your teammates dirty. Our first chance we get when you come into the basketball game, we are going to boo you and boo you so you.
The Fever were already facing tough challenges, with superstar Caitlin Clark sidelined due to a groin injury. But things got even more intense. DeWanna Bonner was set to return to Indianapolis for the first time since her controversial and messy departure earlier this season, setting the stage for a truly unforgettable showdown.
DeWanna Bonner, much to the Fever fans in attendance, much to their credit, they didn't play nice tonight. Good job. They booed the hell out of DeWanna Bonner. And then Alyssa Thomas started jawing at the fans. Well, let me understand something. You want fans booted out of arenas, but it's okay for you to talk shit?
And let me be clear, when I say messy, I mean messy with a capital M, S-S-Y. This wasn't just any player returning to face her old team. From the very moment DeWanna Bonner stepped onto the court, the arena was charged with drama, tension, and storylines that practically wrote themselves.
Foul on Sophie Cunningham. That is her first team second. Coming in for Phoenix number 14, DeWanna Bonner.
Look at this. Look at Satu Sabali clap. And she ended up getting clapped by the Indiana Fever. Nasty work. Satu Sabali, you played like trash, by the way.
That is her first team.
If you're enjoying this, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Now, let's rewind and break down how we even got here, because this story is absolutely wild. DeWanna Bonner, 6-time WNBA All-Star, 2-time champion with Phoenix, and an absolute legend of the game, was supposed to be the Indiana Fever's secret weapon this season.
It's disrespectful the way DeWanna Bonner quit on this team. This is sports. You women's basketball players and women's basketball fans sit up here and act like everything is supposed to be peaches and cream all the time. Stadiums, arenas, everybody boos players. Especially when there's a fallout or some goofy shit that happens.
The Fever signed her in February 2025 as one of their marquee free agent acquisitions. She was expected to bring the veteran leadership that would help guide Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston toward championship glory. With a salary of $200,000, making her the third highest paid player on the team, the expectations for Bonner were through the roof.
The Fever signed Bonner this offseason, a 2-time WNBA champion, to help this young core bring the franchise back into title contention. The Fever have only won one title in 2012, and prior to last season, they had not made the playoffs in 7 years. So while experience is an important factor in helping a team return to title contention, so is fit. And what I've learned from multiple sources is that from the onset, the fit between the Fever and Bonner was not a good.
But here's where things completely went off the rails. Bonner started the season in the starting lineup, but after just 3 games, she was relegated to the bench. And this is where it gets absolutely shocking. She ended up playing only 9 games total for the Indiana Fever. Her performance was rough, to say the least. She averaged just 7.1 points and 3.8 rebounds on 34.5% shooting. To put that into perspective, this is a player who had averaged double figures for 15 straight seasons. Astonishingly, she had more games without making a single field goal than games with double-digit points. That's how dramatic and unexpected this slump was.
I boo people for less. I boo people for way less. Like, if somebody played for my team, my favorite team, and they left after 9 to 10 games, you know, wasn't a good fit. I'm sure she dealt with some shit. I'd feel the type of way her coming back into my house. That's just fandom, okay? So, again, open to constructive feedback. I think that's sports, man. I'm going to be booing people all the time. I love it. Boo. I love boo.
But wait, it gets even more dramatic. In mid-June, the Fever announced that Bonner would be stepping away from the team for personal reason. No timeline, no explanation, just personal reasons. As her absence stretched to nearly 2 weeks, reports started surfacing that she had actually requested a trade. Can you believe it? She essentially said, "I don't want to be here anymore, just stop playing." Multiple sources revealed that the fit in Indiana was off from the very beginning. Bonner herself later admitted that it just didn't work out. She was supposed to be the veteran anchor with championship experience, but instead, she basically walked away from the team. The Fever tried to find a trade partner, but no team was willing to take her on. So, on June 25th, they waived her outright. And guess what happened next? On July 8th, she signed with the Phoenix Mercury, right back where she started her career.
After 3 games in a starting role, Bonner was moved to the bench in favor of shooting guard Lexi Hull, and 6 games later, she was done with the Fever. The Fever originally cited personal reasons for her absence, but what I learned later, again from multiple sources, was that the team was actually actively shopping her on the trade market.
Fast forward to July 30th, and here comes DeWanna Bonner walking back into Gainbridge Fieldhouse wearing a Phoenix Mercury uniform. The fans knew exactly what time it was. The moment, and I mean the exact moment, she checked into the game with 7 minutes left in the first quarter. The entire arena erupted in boos. We're talking about sustained, loud, relentless booing from the Indiana Fever faithful. These fans were not having it. Some fans were even yelling quitter at her. The disrespect was real, and the fans made sure she felt every single bit of it. And you know what? Bonner just had to take it. She didn't say a word to the crowd, didn't engage with the fans, just had to stand there and absorb all that negative energy. Meanwhile, her fiancé, Alyssa Thomas, was spotted yelling back at some fans in the stands, clearly upset about how Bonner was being treated. But here's the absolutely beautiful part of this whole story. The Indiana Fever came out and absolutely dominated without needing DeWanna Bonner at all. Even without Caitlin Clark in the lineup due to injury, the Fever balled.
They had a couple of players that really showed up big. It just went final 107-101. Fever over the Phoenix Mercury. That's right, the DeWanna Bonner, Alyssa Thomas, Phoenix Mercury. And yeah, there was some drama. I'm sure something is going to be said by one of the two of them during this post-game press conference. There's just no way around it.
Ari McDonald, a player who wasn't even on the roster at the start of the season, dropped a career-high 27 points and completely torched the Mercury. And Aaliyah Boston, she finished with 22 points and 12 rebounds for her 4th straight double-double. But here's the most savage part. Boston scored Indiana's opening 14 points of the 4th quarter to put the game away. She was literally saying, "We don't need you, Dana." The Fever won 107-101, and it wasn't even as close as the score suggested. Sophie Cunningham added 12 points. Dyrus Dantas contributed 12 points. This was a complete team effort that showed everyone exactly what the Fever were capable of without the drama. And what about DeWanna Bonner's return performance? Oh man, it was absolutely awful. She played 21 minutes and scored just 4 points on 1 of 4 shooting. She grabbed 1 rebound. That's it. This is supposed to be a WNBA legend, and she got completely outplayed by players who weren't even supposed to be in the rotation.
DeWanna Bonner is absolutely washed. The most washed player. Go retire with dignity. Go retire with dignity. A heartfelt tribute to the Indiana Fever by putting up the exact performance you gave for 9 games for the Fever. DeWanna Bonner, thank you. Thank you for it. I know it took a lot of games. It in fact took you leaving the team. But thank you for finally helping the Fever win a game.